36 new officers get commendation from Governor at passing out ceremony. Childhood memories, did you enjoy or regret it? River State tanker explosion, Governor Fubara condoles with families of victims. Stay tuned for details of these and other reports in a moment. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the news. My name is Mercy Ikere. The Akbc State Governor, Pastor Moino, has expressed optimism that the skill and experience garnered by 1,466 personnel who passed out from the 6 months Nigerian Navy Basic Training School on air will be useful to the country in the area of fighting crime to a standstill, especially in the coastal areas. Governor said this in an interview during the passing out ceremonies of the batch 35 trainees at the Nigerian Navy Basic Training School NNBTS on River State. A government house reporter, Utomi Malkun, who witnessed the event, reports that the governor was represented by his deputy, Senator Akun Eyarini.
Governor, while commending the Ministry of Defense for playing effective supervisory role with the trainees in capturing personnel in the 36 states of the Federation, said that his administration was interested in checkmating crime and protecting coastline for the safety of the residents of the state.
Led by Pastor Moino, the executive is interested in checking crimes along our coastal lines. 5 of them is surrounded by water. That implemented 14 armed Navy boats to the Nigerian Navy to assist them in checking all the crimes on the water.
The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral E.I. Ogala, in an interview said the several operations launched by the Nigerian Navy were in collaboration with the international navies across the globe to strengthen the capacity of Nigerian Navy in its operations. He noted that the 1,486 male and female trainees who began their 6-month journey in November last year were subjected to rigorous drills to ensure they are fit for their responsibilities, and thanked Governor Moino for identifying with them. The Minister of State Defense, Dr. Bello Mohamed Matawale, commended the trainees for distinguishing themselves to save the nation after passing through rigorous training in NNBTAs. The Defense Minister, while congratulating 1,486 passing out naval training officers, informed the personnel that the Nigeria's President Ahmed Tinubu demanded loyalty and patriotism from them and encouraged the trainees to take advantage and develop competency, as a lot have been invested in their training.
I am also pleased that these young men and women who displayed these qualities and joining the Nigerian Navy at a time the armed forces require such threat to combat the security challenge being experienced. To all batch of 35 trainees, I say congratulations and welcome aboard.
The passing out officers who thrilled guests with several parade displays were exposed to blue ship economy, survival at sea, administration, weapon handling, information management, among others. High point was the presentation of awards to 12 outstanding winners who were best in different drilling in the school. Akbc News.
It was a day to remember for 1,486 trained personnel of the Nigerian Navy who passed out from the Nigerian Navy Training School on air in River State Saturday. The event, which attracted dignitaries across Nigeria, featured several activities And one of them that caught the attention of our reporter, Three Mokun, was the beautiful passing out parade.
The Nigerian Navy Basic Training School, NNBTA's Oni River State, commissioned in May 1976, is the first port of call to civilians wishing to make career in the Nigerian Navy. The school is primarily responsible for transforming civilians into well-groomed officers in the Nigerian Navy, known as ratings. It was a sight to behold newly trained officers during the passing out ceremonies, which was witnessed by Nigerians, including the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Omoino. The parade of batch 35 trainees from the Nigerian Navy Basic Training School involved young men and women in the 36 states of the Federation, including those from Akwa Ibom. The event, which took place at the field of the Nigerian Navy Basic Training School, ONI, was impactful as naval officers filled the auditorium with their ceremonial uniforms. Also seated were the captains of industry, guests, and families of the passing out trainees to watch the demonstrations of the officers and men.
The remaining required to excel in a silent girls' code. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me for a fact that these young fellows deserve your enthusiastic applause. And to two, until each individual remains. Notice how the drill has dispersed into fragments. The squad, initially comprising 64 members, systematically breaks down into halves until each member stands alone. Beginning as a cohesive unit, the squad divides.
Wanike Danabobo, you are most welcome, sir.
The inspection of parade mounted by the Nigerian Defense Minister, Dr. Bello Matawale, was followed by the segmentation of the trainees into different groups before a march past led by the parade commander, Lieutenant Commander Theophilus.
Commanders are Sub-Lieutenant Joshua Pemucha and Sub-Lieutenant led by Trainee Burundi S Unity Division. Marching smartly to the Senator Mary's 4th Division is commanded by Trainee Kudo TA, assisted by Trainee Longton.
At the end of the parade, awards were presented to 12 winners out of the 1,486 male and female trainees in batch 35 who were subjected to rigorous drills to transform them from civilians into military personnel. Akwa Ibom Deputy Governor Senator Akune Ahin represented the governor in an interview, commended the trainees of batch 35 for performing an excellent parade, urging them to exhibit their talent and tactics in safeguarding the nation. In all,
To the training, I want to say that first the ambassador of the Navy Basic Training School. Again, that's your officers, must represent the benefits of the school, tenets of the training. You must be sure that
fight crime that affects our coastal life. All these will help to restore the economy and support the economy of the nation.
The passing out ceremonies was fun to watch. What do we know on Akbc News?
And now to our special reports. Childhood is one memory that cannot be taken for granted, in that no one can be a child twice, and it comes with many advantages like not being punished as an adult. Different people had different childhood experiences, some sweet, some horrible, some memorable. So what do people in this part remember about their childhood? This question took a eye on a poll to the streets of Uyo metropolis to find out what people miss about their childhood days.
The English dictionary defines childhood as the state of being a child from between infancy and puberty, as well as early stage of development. It is clear that everyone has a unique childhood experience depending on one's socio-cultural background, parent economic status, as well as environment where one grew in. For children of the rich, that childhood experience may not have been sweet and full of tales because they were either pampered or not allowed to enjoy what others in the middle class, poor homes, or streets saw as part of growing up. Also, children from the rich homes may have experienced things like a trip to the dentist, birthday parties, first day in school, picnic, gift, and vacation. This group was but a little fraction of the society. To the middle class homes, childhood was bae when they remembered the stories told them by elderly people about tortoise, elephant, lions, and other animals.
College of Education.
Others enjoyed building forts and castles on sand, playing with friends, using cocoyam leaves as umbrella, playing hide and seek, climbing trees, fighting dirty, and primary school experiences. What do people remember about their childhood generally?
Raya wupuntan senke iko tomato sitem iteki rice yong fang wairong eben iria kebet ira ni fong werero nto iraro bakam fang ipom ang fang ipom ro fo yum fo yara agi mi sabi kan fang bakam fang ipom mi si ben be ku ro e to mo so wa ai mi de hiro bo fo ichi yong ko ro ichi ni ibene senke ke playing under the rain, like when it's raining, dancing and jumping around, shouting.
Comparatively, the new age internet childhood and the past generation childhood, which holds sweeter memories?
those places are no more here nowadays because some of the parents they want their child to go to America and this place, but those are the places that were very good. It brings people together, unity, the love was there. So ego awi beragaba and do it and now we can do it as a boy I don't want to know about the media is there on the
What lessons have they learned in their childhood that has geared them towards the right direction in life?
I'm doing it, doing it and the Kamawo, Abim Kotogo, and after a cable. The two women for me, a doing other can devote him for even though Baby Manida, who are okay. In your man, I'm in the way to read. I'm a said unitary. I don't know, we man could put them a friend in the work. You carry them. I put them until so I am the take them. I work to a sound and India and I want to know about them. Two gundo is from his me by 101.
My days I've never bath in the rain or drink rain.
You know what a Taiwan is?
No, I don't know.
Build house on the sand?
No, I've not built a house on the sand before. I've not played in the sun before. I have never drank water from clay pots.
You don't know what is a
I don't know what is a
Hate it or like it, childhood memories are the best things that can happen to many. So, did you enjoy or regret your childhood? That question can only be answered by you. Iyageno Paul, Akbc News.
You're watching Akbc 45 News. More reports after this time out. Just stay.
This is our home, where we all belong. The place where life is beautiful. The peaceful ambience we enjoy when we live together in unity and love. It's all man and you know. We go stand together, we go make them better. We be brothers and sisters, no matter where we day. It's all man and you know. No matter where we day, we are one. Let's live together in peace and harmony. Yeah.
Welcome back to the news. The 2024 World Veterinary Day has been celebrated. The event, which is observed every last Saturday of April, had Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, Akbc State Chapter, converged on Luton Park Hotels, Unity Park Road of Udodama Avenue, U, for the celebration. This year's theme was Veterinarians are essential health.
The chairman on the occasion and vice president, Nigeria Veterinary Medical Association, Akbc State Chapter, Dr. Teddy Essien, said this year's theme, Veterinarians are Essential Health Workers, was apt as it recognizes significant roles that veterinary medical practitioners play in ensuring health for all across the globe. The day, Dr. Essien said, is marked to ensure good health and well-being of animals and safeguarding lives of humans that consume them.
Essential in making health for all to be accessible to all and for us to benefit from it.
The chief host and chairman, Nigeria Veterinary Medical Association, Akwa Ibom State Chapter, Dr. Ekaite Augustine said, World Veterinary Day is set aside every year to honor veterinarians the world over for their efforts in ensuring hygiene and food safety for both humans and animals. As animal health advocates, Dr. Ekaite Augustine reiterated veterinarians' commitment to continue safeguarding animals' health and well-being.
For animal health advocates, working tirelessly to prevent and keep disease and get companies to promote responsible stewardship of our planet.
The event featured a keynote address on the topic Veterinarians are Essential Health Workers by Dr. Malachi Abasiodion. Public lectures on the role of veterinary medicine on nanomedicine for treatment of viral diseases by Professor Ezibe Maduke. Contributions of veterinarians on meat hygiene and food safety by Dr. James Etogudo, and contributions of veterinarians in research, a focus on biomass by Dr. Nemeka Oke. An ode on veterinarians was presented by Uto Jesus.
The goal is to ensure a safe or food supply, safeguarding us from different areas. If you look at it, that other areas are technically tied. Why do they are technically tied? Two more cells applications or are also relating tied. As you go through, you can see the one I see. There is only 6 of human consumption are passed into food chain. If nothing inspectors provide necessary information for the scientific evaluation and pathological measures pertinent to the safety and wholesomeness of meat for public consumption. The essence of this program is very as a result of urban encroachment of the poultry facilities which have resulted in increased complaints of local interest which is back over and against practice.
Goodwill messages were presented by a former director of veterinary services in the Ministry of Agriculture, Dr. Obot, Dr. Emmanuel Iton, Dr. Macaulay Uko, and Dr. Philip Udondata, while an award of the Veterinarian of the Year 2024 was presented to Dr. Ofyong Edem.
But also highlighting the importance of veterinarians as essential health workers. We appreciate the dedication and intelligence towards promoting the well-being of our animals and environment.
Cultural troops thrilled the audience with some beautiful dance steps. Esther Umorin, Akbc News.
On the national scene, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has arrested a 28-year-old lady, Jennifer Ilia, in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State for producing and distributing cakes laced with illicit drugs, especially cannabis sativa. The agency's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, disclosed this in a statement yesterday. Babafemi said during her arrest on Wednesday, a substantial amount of drug cakes weighing 1.5 kilograms were recovered from her possession. He added that a 20-year-old hairstylist, Josephine Udunu, and a dispatch rider, Edesemi Ifuru, 30, were also arrested in Yenagoa yesterday for similar offense. Meanwhile, a suspect who allegedly hid drugs in women's wears was also arrested at Lagos Airport. A statement issued by the NDLEA officers at the Gate C Departure Hall, Lagos Airport, Friday, April 26, says a passenger, Yahaya Danjuma, was arrested while attempting to export 4,000 pills of tramadol 225 milligrams to Italy on an Ethiopian airline flight. The psychoactive substance was found concealed in women's wears and granulated melon packed in suspect's backpack and another bag containing food items. The statement added that Otura, who is a frequent flyer, confessed to being hired as a courier for C700 upon successful delivery of this consignment in Italy. Rivers State Governor Similiyai Fubura has described as very unfortunate the fire incident caused by tanker conveying premium military spirit, also known as petrol, which burned cars, motorists, and commuters beyond recognition on Friday night. The incident occurred between Indorama Petrol Chemical Company Gate and Aleto Bridge on the popular busy LMS section of the East-West Road, now undergoing major reconstruction by the federal government. The governor expressed sadness at the gory sights that he saw when he visited the scene of the incident, accompanied by the State Commissioner for Energy and Natural Resources, Uchechukwu Nwafo, on Saturday morning. This was contained in a statement issued by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Nelson Chukwudi, and sent to newsmen. The Governor also spoke about the tanker inferno that had become a sad episode in the state, with over 120 vehicles razed and several lives lost, describing it as a great tragedy. Confirming the incident, the spokesperson for the State Police Command, Grace Iringe Koko, in a statement said 4 bodies, including that of a pregnant woman, were seen at the scene of the inferno. And on that note, we conclude our package this afternoon. And before we go, a quick reminder that the Akbc Governor, Pastor Moino, has expressed optimism that the skill and experience garnered by 1,486 personnel who passed out from the 6 months Nigerian Navy Basic Training School on would be useful to the country in the area of fighting crime to a standstill, especially in the coastal areas. The governor was represented by his deputy, Senator Akun Eyayi, at the event. That's the package this afternoon. Thanks for your time. Our next bulletin comes up by 8 o'clock this evening. Till then, stay tuned.